welcome everybody. This is Shaggy Double N. Trying to do some new podcasts for you guys. This is just going to be a short little, 15-minute, introduction to my podcast. And I'm basically just going to give you a rundown of everything that will come in the future and anything that you guys want to suggest to me that I can do, or anything you'd like for me to talk about. I would love to hear it. So you can go ahead and tell me on my Twitter. You can tell me on here, YouTube, anything like that. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. But this is mainly experimental. Just me trying something new out. I've always wanted to try out a podcast and just talk with people and discuss comics and video games and pop culture and stuff that I'm doing, or even just basic things like in life, or just anything, experiences that happen. So I just would discuss that with you guys, and maybe have some guests later on the podcast. If you guys have any ideas, like I said, just message me anything about it. But the name of the podcast, I am going to probably go with Alternate Reality Podcast, is what I'm going to call it. And I'm probably going to stick with that one, because I never really seen anybody with that podcast name. Other people have so-and-so gaming podcast, or, blah, blah, blah podcast, or, stuff like that. But I wanted to go with something simple, but kind of creative at the same time. And the origins of that name probably came from me liking alternate reality stuff in any pop culture things. Such as, you guys pretty much know what alternate reality is. It's like our reality, but different, with one reality could be oh, I'm a rich person, or another reality I'm a dead person, or whatever. Or it could be different for you guys in alternate reality. And I love that stuff. In comics, in video games, and movies. I love when they dabble into alternate realities. So it's just a cool concept, and it never gets old, because alternate realities you can just do anything with. And it's cool because it's almost like an endless form of media that you can just keep going with. And I kind of like that. And if you guys like the name, you can let me know. If you don't like the name, if it's catchy or if it's not catchy, I'd appreciate if you told me about it, what your thoughts are on it. But yeah, I also have a Twitter you guys can follow me on. It's Shaggy Double N, or at Shaggy Double N, excuse me. Also have a YouTube channel, also the same name, Shaggy Double N. And I also have a Twitch, if you guys want to watch me game live. I play all sorts of games. I like to play, Battlefront. I play Uncharted, Rocket League, fighting games like Injustice, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and anything else. I just got done pretty much playing The Witcher 3, and that was a great game. I highly recommend anybody get that. And it's always on sale, the complete edition. I got it for maybe $20 for all the DLC and the full game. So it was a great deal, great experience. Also a great game. I even got so into that game to where me and my fiance bought the books, because they're based on books, and they're, just the learn more about the lore and learn more about the characters in that universe, which is awesome. And also, they're going to make a Netflix series out of that, too. So, if you guys are any Witcher fans out there, or, people that are interested in The Witcher and want to get more into it, buy the books, play the games, when the show comes out on Netflix, watch the show, support it. It's awesome. But yeah, I play games like that. you know, whole bunch of stuff. Like mostly like on Twitch, I'll play, like Battlefront or something. But I played single player games like Infamous and Horizon, Detroit Become Human, like choice making games, like from Telltale. Um, the Batman series, the Tales of the Borderlands series, the Guardians of the Galaxy series, Wolf Among Us series. Those games, love them. They're great stories, episodic. Um, and also fighting games is a big one too. Like me and my friends will always come hang out, play fighting games like Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, you name it. So yeah, basically anything like that. And in this podcast, further on in the future, I'll also discuss things that are currently happening in the media, like any updates that have happened in the gaming community. Like, for example, like something were to happen, I would tell you guys about it or inform you guys about it if you didn't already know. Or if there's an update on things in the news, I can let you guys know that in the podcast and tell you my thoughts on it. And whatever guests I have on, they can also share their thoughts as well. So, yeah, just pretty much that's like the whole thing that I want you guys to know about. The main focus of the podcast is going to probably be gaming. I'm going to dabble more into comics too. I have a huge comic collection that I would love to discuss with you guys. Probably a great idea would be to do like maybe a 10 to 15 minute video about like a review on a book, a comic book. Tell my guys, or tell you guys my thoughts on the comic. And if it's good or bad, if it's, if I recommend it to you, if you'd like to read it. And I can also do that for games as well. I can give you like a quick 10 to 15 minute review on the game, let you know my thoughts on it, if it's good or bad, or if it's average. And movies as well. So, yeah, that'll, look forward to that. And just, kind of, you'll probably learn more about me too in the podcast. What kind of person I am, what I'm into. Um, like I said earlier, I'm engaged. You'll probably have my fiance on here as well. She'll probably make a guest appearance once in a while and let you know like her thoughts and opinions on things. Just so it's not just me talking, because I know it can get kind of repetitive to listen to one person's voice all the time. Another big thing to know is this is the first time I'm doing a podcast, so if I'm a little bit like amateurish, or if I kind of stutter a little bit, or kind of make a mistake here and there, please excuse me. This is just me starting out. I have dabbled into like podcasts before, a couple years ago, just recording stuff and whatever. But I've been on camera with my Twitch, and I can talk on there, so I'm not really like scared or nervous to talk, or I don't get like stage fright, or I'm like frozen, I don't know what to say. So yeah, like I just try to be natural, and I just kind of just keep the conversation going naturally. Don't want to force it. Like just whatever happens happens. If I make a mistake, whatever. You guys can always correct me. So no one's perfect, and it's gonna happen. So I just want you guys to know that. So please excuse me if I do make an error or a mistake. Just please be nice about it. But if you got criticism, I'm also open to criticism. So I have no problem with criticism whatsoever. So feel free to let me know that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. just a quick introduction of the podcast and just to give you a quick rundown of everything that's going to happen. So if you guys, want to hear a certain thing, like I said, let me know. But yeah, thank you for listening. Also, please try to follow me on Twitter, YouTube. You can look forward to my Twitch streams. And yeah, this is the Alternate Reality Podcast. First introduction episode. Thank you. See you guys later.